What's up everyone? DigiDustin here, and I'm back in with another pickup video for you. I'm excited about this one just because there's a lot of obscure things in this. There's actually one common theme, and I didn't plan on it, but it just so happened to work out like that. But first thing I want to show you is actually something I came across in a Japanese store called Wajimaya. It caught my eye as well as my fiance's, and when we looked it up online, we had to order all of them. So they're plushies, and you know how much we love plushies, but also they're Digimon based, so I don't have a lot of Digimon stuff, surprisingly, even though my name's based off it. But Squishables is a company that makes very cool plushies. They're very soft, they're very fluffy, they're very awesome to give to kids. A little bit expensive, but they're very well made. And they made a bunch of Digimon ones. So this one's Agumon, this one's shaped in a little ball. We have Gabumon, who's right here. He's one of my favorites back in the day. But also they had like a full-size version of the rookie level Digimon. So we have Gabumon's rookie level, which is Sunomon. And you can see how big he is compared to me. Then we have Tanamon, which is pretty cool. This one's my fiance's favorite. And then my personal favorite, Horomon. Lots of detail in the stitching and the embroidery. Very fuzzy, very soft. Very cool. It says limited edition series 1, so I'm hoping they come out with more later on. I haven't opened these out of the bag yet, just because if I have them sitting around, they're just going to collect dust. But I haven't decided if I want to put these on display or put them away just yet. So this is why I'm keeping them in the bags. So I'm very excited about these. I know my fiance is very excited about these as well, and I cannot wait for series 2 and or 3 if they come out. Next up is actually a gift from my buddy Beef Thigh. He collects Pops, and he knows that I'm not big into Pops, but I'm big into certain characters, and he's paid attention. He knows I like Crash Bandicoot a lot. I showed one of my Pop acquisitions in a video not too long ago, and it was a Crash Bandicoot with Jetpack, and he got that for me as well. But he came across this, thought of me, and purchased it and gave it to me. So this is another Crash Bandicoot not plush, but Pop, Funko Pop. This one's a limited edition chase. I don't know if it's exclusive to a certain store or anything, but it's black and white. I really like the color scheme. It's very cool looking. Again, I'm not really into Pops, but you know, if they keep coming to me for free, I'm not gonna not accept them. So thank you very much to my buddy Beef Thigh for picking this up for me. It's gonna look really nice next to my other Crash Bandicoot one. Alright, and this next find is actually from an antique store, which is actually surprising because my fiance and I go there every now and then just to kind of browse around all the vendors and all the cool little trinkets here and there. Sometimes there's video games, but they're always priced at market value. But I ended up finding something at this antique mall or antique store that actually caught my eye, and it was actually a game that I was looking for. So this game is a Super Nintendo game. It is Spanky's Quest by Natsume. Yeah, and this is a game that I've been looking for quite a while. I've only seen it once before. Besides this one, I've only seen it once before on like a half-price books, and they wanted around $30 for it. Not really a price I wanted to pay for a game that I hadn't really played yet. But the antique mall that we visited actually had this game priced at $20. So I thought that was a very reasonable price, and it was right in front of me. I was able to inspect the cart, look at the label. It's in great shape, as you can see. Instead of taking a risk going on eBay and ordering something that might not work or might not come in a condition that I like, it was right there in front of me, 20 bucks. I was able to take it home right then and there and pop it in my Super Nintendo and enjoy it. So this game's a lot of fun. It's kind of like Bubble Bobble. So you play a little monkey and you bounce like little bubbles on your head, and when you pop the bubbles, they become balls, like either baseballs, soccer balls, basketballs, and then you use those to actually kill the enemies on the board to get the keys and make it to the next level. It's a lot of fun if you like puzzle games like that. But yeah, it's made by Natsume. It's kind of uncommon, you don't see it too often, but I'm very excited to have it in my collection now. Alright, the next pickup is actually from Instagram, well kind of, because it was an Instagram account that I saw, a picture on an Instagram account I saw, that led me to their store. and they had very, very cool pins, and you know how much I love pins and patches. And this is actually from an account called Oh, I Had That. So this is the card that they gave me. You can see, follow us on at Oh, I Had That on YouTube, Etsy, Instagram, and Facebook. See that there? A nostalgic trip through pop culture, toy collecting, and much more. YouTube, podcast, Instagram. Very cool place. As you can see, it's very reminiscent of that classic Nickelodeon Splat. But what I ordered from them are 2 pins. One is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles enamel pin. This is designed after the very famous Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles popsicle, or the ice cream that you would get from the Ice Cream Man back in the 90s. Had the gumball eyeballs. The other pin is a Toys R Us one, and this one's very near and dear to me, just because in the US, Toys R Us went bankrupt and they shut down all their stores, and that's kind of the toy store that I grew up with. That along with KB Toys, but KB Toys is long gone. But ever since KB Toys has been gone, Toys R Us has been my place, and they recently shut down. And I always loved that place, had a lot of fond memories with it, going there, testing out games on the demo kiosks and everything. But the pin says, I don't want to grow up, and that's stylized after, or designed after their theme song. Like, I don't want to grow up, I'm a Toys R Us kid. And I just thought that this pin was super cool. And Oh, I Had That, you know, their company that makes these pins, just kind of hit it right on the money in terms of design and that nostalgia factor. So I had to pick it up. They also have t-shirts. Very cool place. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. That way you can check them out, check out their accounts, check out their store. And if you want one of these, you can order them as well. These next couple finds are from Value Village. And the cool thing is, every now and then we walk into Value Village and we find things that come from Nintendo employees. So this one is a notebook. And this one was probably used by a Nintendo employee at one point or another. And this was $1.99. The pen is nothing special, just a standard pen. But you got this cool clear cover that says Nintendo. And then we have another cover page that says Who Are You? With all the different Nintendo characters. You got like Diddy Kong, Wario, Samus, Olimar. I'm guessing this came out around maybe the beginning of the Wii era. But it's just a blank notebook, pretty standard thing. I think there's a couple pages in here that do have drawings, so I'm guessing that employee handed this to their kid to use for doodles and such. But pretty cool. Just love finding pieces like this to add to my collection. It's definitely things you just can't get in store, and that's what I love about it. You know, this came from headquarters, you know, so this is pretty cool. This next one is also from Value Village, but not necessarily exclusive to Nintendo employees. This could have been handed out as a promo at stores that carry Nintendo products like GameStop or Best Buy. But I'm guessing it came from the same person that had the notebook. This is a set of Nintendo Switch ARM pins. Seeing the theme here, we got another set of pins. These are on the card. It's very cool. We got these for $1.99, and pretty early just because it's got the 5 main characters that originally started in ARMS. Now they got much more in the updates, but we got Springman, Ribbon Girl, Mechanica, Ninjara, and Master Mummy. This one's a lot of fun. Excited to have these along with my Oh, I Had That pins. And the very last find is another pin, but this was actually picked up at Half Price Books down the street from where I found this Nintendo stuff. But this one is actually kind of special. I hadn't heard of this until I found it and did a little bit of research on it. I spent $20 on it. I know it's a little expensive, but I hadn't seen it before, and I figured I don't think I'd ever see it again. So it's in this nice little box here, as you can see, and it says 30th anniversary. Oh no, it just says 30th Super Mario Bros. It's pretty cool. When you open the box, on the inside you have a golden pin, oversized pin. Has the same exact thing as the design on the front. It's nice and gold, nice and shiny. It says 30th Super Mario Bros. It's huge and it's pretty hefty. It's pretty thick, as you can see there. But apparently these were handed out, I believe, at like E3. a few years back, during the 30th anniversary of Super Mario Bros. And you could only get it at E3 for, I don't know, you had to be like first in line for something. I'm not quite sure. If you know more information about it, please let me know in the comments below. But this is very cool. I know it was back in 2015 when they were handing out these pins when Super Mario Maker was coming out. So I'm guessing that it was in 2015 at that E3 that's where they're handing these out. And those were all my finds for this week. I'm so excited for all of them, especially all the pins, the memorabilia, the Digimon stuff. It's just stuff you don't normally find, and it's very uncommon, and it's stuff you couldn't buy in stores before, but it always comes together, and they all remind me of my childhood, and that's one of the reasons why I started collecting things like this. So if you did like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please check out some of my other videos. I have other pickups, tips, and tricks, gameplays, as well as streams. And with that being said, we'll see you guys on the next one.